Hello everyone, Spectrum here, Channel 1. I'm playing some more solo adventures on Hearthstone. As you probably know, if you've seen all the videos already, I have already completed the Dalaran Heist Chapter 1 with Mage on Heroic and Normal, and we haven't unlocked any more of the chapters yet. Once we do that, I'll be looking to complete it with all of the classes on all of the chapters, on all the difficulties, so stay tuned and we will get those to you as soon as possible. But in the meantime, I'm looking to complete some of the Witchwood stuff because this is incredibly difficult. This is essentially the basis for the Dalaran Heist. It's the same kind of structure. You pick a hero, you get random enemies to face who have varying hero powers and their own special decks to go along with it. You can accrue passive treasures and mix up your deck a bit. You don't get the option to remove cards from your deck in this one, but you still get the option to add from a selection. So I really like it, and I think it was a really smart move on Blizzard's part to start implementing solo adventures like this. It also is worth noting that there are only 4 characters, but they are all very difficult to complete all of their 8 rivals with. So it's like playing on Heroic in the other ones. There is no delineation between normal and Heroic. It's just that earlier on the monsters you're fighting are a bit easier, and later on they're much harder. So I'm looking forward to giving this a go, and I think we'll go with the Houndmaster. It's a cool ability, summon a 1/1 Bloodhound with Rush, and there are ways to upgrade that, and I think that's a really strong way to play if it offers it to you as passive. So we'll be looking to do that. If they come up, I'll be snapping them right up. But in the meantime, let's smash Gobbles out of the park, shall we?
Look what the dog stuck up.
Lots of early game cards. I'm not going to turn those down. I think this is probably just worth casting whenever he plays, just to get the guy out. I can't see it being that useful. Maybe the finishing blow.
Use your dogs to get the jump on foes.
So if we're killing his beast, he's going to draw a lot. We could just force him into fatigue by making him draw a lot. It's been a while since I've completed this. I can't really remember how it plays out. Yeah, I think we do this. We put it onto the board. I had the option of just playing the rush minion there and trading off. It's going to do 1 to him. But I figured this leaves some guys on board. And I should have attacked him first, but I didn't. So it's the first of many mistakes to be made in this, I imagine. Oh, this is going to do the same. In that case, let's attack. I think I just leave it on board now. We know that he's going to trade. He's going to eat one of the 1/1s, but we leave enough on to keep going to the face. With 5 damage in hand, we win. So this card is so good early on that you don't really have to worry too much. You can take half their life off with that as long as you've got a beast on the field. And there's enough beasts in this deck for it to be pretty strong. Oh, and we're going to level Hunter as well, which we haven't done. I had forgotten about that. So we're going to level a lot of the classes that we haven't played, which I'm looking forward to. Here we go. So this is a really interesting card to passive treasure to play with. It means you can take a lot of the heavy late game cards, but with Hunter there aren't that many that I would like to play, and actually I prefer playing on the front foot trying to get the damage in. This again means you can trade a lot with the board, you can keep your guys alive, you can trade off, heal them up, trade off, heal them up, but I don't think you can beat 2 mana 3/1 rush indefinitely. It's pretty insane. So we get some death rattles. You get quite a lot of death rattles offered to you in this, so I think that's reasonable. Not feeling that. I think we go with companions. I know that Katarina is not going to summon us very many guys of sort of import, but eventually we'll find someone. Red player draws a card, deal 1 damage to them. Okie doke, there's not many cards in my deck, so guess we'll just have to kill you quick. The other advantage of taking that +3 attack is if we get something to stick to the board, if there's nothing there, that's 3 damage. That's a 3/1 we've played to just stick to the board. And this is a very good opening 1 into 2 pumps it. We definitely don't want her. I'm going to have a look in between videos and see if you can have the overlay up over the top, because that might be quite helpful for you guys to see what I'm taking and why I'm making some of the decisions I'm making. And I can use it to explain instead of... It'll also remind me as well as much as anything else. But I think it'd be worthwhile. I think we just go aggressive here. Yeah. Perfect.
Does this mean
this is not an active power, so it's not threatening much, and giving me extra cards is absolutely fine by me. So we got 8, 9 damage. Just play onto the board. Yeah. Let's just send everything we can to the face here. He takes damage from his own power as well, which I didn't realise. I thought it was just opponents, which means actually he's going to die. There's no way he's going to kill us before then. And we can kill him regardless. See what I mean about this sticking to the board? And again, we'll just kill him with this. Because that card, let's just demonstrate its absolute insanity at this level. It's also a great removal, because we always have access to a beast for 2. So between the 2 of them, you can hit something for 8 damage, which is quite a lot for 5 mana.
Who dares unmake my money?
I'm not a big fan of Unleash the Hounds in this, because we've just got better hounds.
Are you the creature behind these things?
Do we take this? Go for the immediate kill. I'm not feeling any of these. Let's take 3 Leroys and see where that goes.
Agatha is the dark power behind the Witchwood.
That's insane.
Find her and stop her.
Take 2 damage, summon a Triad. Well, I'm gonna kill you with 3 Leroys before then. That's madness. I think it's actually... That's too many. I think you can have too many Leroys. I would have drawn them into my opening hands, but I have to keep sending them back. No.
Look what the dogs
At the moment, this is terrible. We're never making it to 8 mana. But again, 1 into 2, as you saw last time, is very, very, very strong. Followed up with this. I mean, it's better than Mastiff. Ooh. Let's go this way around, just because if they're removing this, it does some damage as opposed to this. This is better later on when they start trying to trade into our life, and we can just get it back. I could clear this off and just keep going to the face. Or we could look for the +3 health, would be perfect right now. We'll just take Wind Fury and just do maximum amount of damage. Right now we know that if this trades into here, it dies because this represents 4 damage. If this hits into this, he's still got 4 damage on board, so I think that's the worst possible thing we could have done. We've got access to some solid removal. We can eat everything sitting on Leroy. So we kill this here, go there, kill this, drop this. And now we're looking at 5 damage on board plus Leroy in 2 turns. We can double Hunting Mass if we want to next turn, although realistically we're playing one of these instead. But we could just... That doesn't really matter actually. So just trade into these. Which way around do we do this? I think we do it this way. Just represent the biggest power possible on board. We've still got 6 damage on board here, which seems much stronger to me. Oh, I had also forgotten that his power damages himself. So with Leroy now, have we just got him dead? Yes. I think there might be a fair few turn 5 kills for a little while until their life total starts getting up to the sort of 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, which is when Leroy really drops off, and we're just going to end up starting using him as removal. This seems quite strong. We have to have this in hand, it's not a passive. This is quite good. It's actually very strong. Flood the boards. Make a massive weapon. Yeah. And we just keep them going wide as far as we can. I don't think that's going to be helpful for us. Okay. A little bit of removal. We've got tracking, which I love. We can just keep digging. And we can bin. We're going to hit a couple Leroys if we need them at the last minute. This is one of those cards that when you've picked a direction is inevitably not going to be as helpful to you. And so because we're not playing a very slow defensive remove the board style of hunter, I would like the in from the Dalaran things in here. It's the one thing I always thought about whenever I was playing. And it just never came up, unfortunately. But now they fixed it, and I'm very, very, very grateful for that. Spells cost health instead of mana. Well, I guess we're going to be casting everything we can in terms of flanking, strike, anything that puts stuff on the board straight away. Hopefully into that weapon with a massive board, and then we get like a 5/5 weapon. We'll keep this because it's just extra guys turn 1. This is too slow. When a 4-drop is way too slow for your opening hand. Again, we could happily have dropped this. This is going to hit Katarina, that's about it. Oh. Yeah, let's just flood the board as much as possible. I think because of this spells not health, I think we trade that way. Because I can keep replenishing my health, that was the reason I didn't. I know it represents more damage to do it the other way around. It's annoying. Oh, I wonder what that is. Okay. So, vaporize, counter spell, maybe? I don't have any spells. I'm not so worried about that. A 3/5 weapon. I mean, that is insane. I have to clear this off, really. Oh, it could be splitting image. No, not splitting image. Well, in case it's vaporized, let's go with this first. Ice barrier. That's okay. We're going to put so many guys down on the board that getting extra armor is not the end of the world. Hopefully the other one is just ice block, and means that we just have to time getting their life as low as possible. I mean, this would imply that probably it's ice block in this deck, if the idea is that they stall out, try not to take any damage. Or are they getting... Yeah, they're getting immune so that they can use as many spells as they want. It's clever. It's annoying we can't... There's no easy way to do this. To slowly make... Oh, it's irritating. We would have had an extra wide board. But I'm just going to trade it out that way. It's not the end of the world. I mean, this is staying a 3/5 weapon, but next turn at least it's going to be a 4/5. 4/5 weapon for 3 is pretty strong. Oh. I think I even do this. It's not what I wanted. But it does make my weapon even stronger. I'll take that. I could just kill this. Yeah, I think we do that. Get some of the life back, clear this off. I've still got a 4/4 weapon, which is mad. Oh, it doesn't fix it. I should have played it way earlier. At least we know now that it's not fixed. It's not that when it comes down, it's not like a battle cry. So as he's clearing off my board, this gets smaller. As it's a bit more inconvenient. Okay. How are we going to do this? Drop this. Unfortunately, it's going to drop to a 5. Give him some life back. And then to make sure we're in the right order, vaporize. Yeah, there you go. Vaporize is always the most annoying one to not play in the right order. Actually, Mirror Entity is pretty strong as well, and can really screw you up in these solo adventures if you just get too cocky. But fortunately, when we hit that early, it wasn't the end of the world. And we got enough to kill. Nice and easy. Nice clean kill, as it were. But we dropped, I can't remember what we dropped. We just happened to drop it in an order that wasn't particularly concerning. That was the 2-1 with Rush. No. This might be very helpful to just keep the longevity. In some of the later games you really do run out, but these are not great. Random beast. Yeah, let's take this. Harder to remove. It's going to go longer. We can just keep trading stuff. Could do with some dire wolves or the 1 mana. I can't remember what it's called, like a hungry wolf or something. The 1 mana 1/1 that makes other beasts stronger, because we've got a ton of beasts, or will do anyway. And I'd forgotten about Katarina as well. We haven't seen her yet, apart from in our opening hand. Okay, this moss beast does something, shuffle something back in. I think that'll be too slow. If he's just shuffling our minions back in and we're making 3/1s a turn, I'm gonna fall behind. Don't want this in opening hand. This is actually going to be very strong in our deck, because if we're going early, we can dig up these guys if we want to, but we should be able to fix any problems. Like we can get the 4-drop that makes Guy Taunt +2/+2 Houndmaster. He's very good. He'd be insane with this. Houndmaster plus Dog Whistle. This I'm not a big fan of. Okay, let's just make a little bit of a wider board. Force him to have to remove stuff. We can trade into that. We can trade into it with this one. Yep, let's do that. I probably should have tracked first. See what I mean? We can dig into this, which I don't think Leroy's going to be as helpful. I think Houndmaster's going to be pretty strong at turn 4. Next turn we can Houndmaster this, or even make a new guy and then a turn after Houndmaster it. And we've got I don't think we're going to Houndmaster that now. That is annoying. Oh, that's mildly irritating, isn't it? Let's have a think. What's the plan here? I don't want to Houndmaster this just to clear this off, because it'll still die. I get to hit this in, trade this in, make a guy, but then I can't use my other 2 mana. Hit this in, trade. Leaves a 1/1 and a 2/2 on the board. That's not great. I could alternatively have just left the taunt guy there, thinking about it. He has to go through it. May have been an option. I don't really know what's in his deck, and he's got this shuffle power, so I guess he could just shuffle it away. An irritating... No, okay, it's fine. And I think... Do I want the tracker or the golem? Just to stick to the board. I think the golem. These two obviously go in here. Oh, again, I'm lucky I couldn't have played this. I should have hit this in first. Could have got the beast if that was good. Okay. But there you go. He's starting to use his power. It's leaving him with not a lot of mana though, and for 2 mana a turn, we just need to make sure we're getting wide on the board. I think this is the answer. Yep, perfect. Because now even if he's shuffling a thing back in, we're always getting wider and wider on the board. This is a pain. So I can make this 5. Or I could 2, 2. No. Oh, we can do this if we give it health. Yeah, perfect. Doesn't die. That's what we want. Well, actually, may as well kill this. Oh, we've got an on the hunt. Well, let's do that. And hope to God that he doesn't have a massive wipe, although I'm not quite sure what he's meant to be in terms of class. Warrior, I guess? Yeah, warrior. This is a big guy, sir. Why have you done this to me? I don't have any. Maybe I just Leroy here. I think so. You heard it here first, folks. Mega guy. We just want trying to trade off as minimal people as possible, really. Yeah, this goes in here. Okay, what damage have we got on board? 11, 15 damage. He's gonna come through here. Yeah, let's get to the face. We could start clearing these guys off the board, but I'm not really certain how that helps us. When we can get him to 11, start to pressure him, he can, you know, play an 8-8, great, but he's still got to be able to clear the board, and these two alone can't get through here. So if he could have cleared a couple of these off and played this, that would have been much stronger for him. This is only minion, isn't it? Yeah. But we just got him dead. Did it. Got him dead. And we're stomping through these, which means we're getting a lot of the basic cards for Hunter. Wow. I mean, we can go through them. Let's take a little time to go through them, but straight off the bat, the thing that's jumping out at me is for 2 mana, we can make 3/3s with Rush for 2 mana every turn. That's madness. This is an okay card, but I don't find it as explosive. This is better long term. You're a coin ahead for the whole game, really, until you get to 10 mana. But it's definitely this. Okay. Which also means we can take lower cost guys. This is going to be insane. This is going to be very helpful. This is mad. This is exactly what we're talking about. This could be helpful. No, don't like her. Don't like this. Call of the Wilds are pretty good, but we're, as you've probably noticed, not actually getting to 9 mana. Although their health is starting to tick up a bit. Okay. Just quiet down, Hagatha. I'm a-coming. So the cool thing about this afterwards is once you've beaten everybody with your each of these guys, you have a team that you then try and beat Hagatha, and you get to play sort of all of them mashed together. It's quite an interesting way to play. I liked it. 10 points to Gryffindor or whichever house the person who came up with it is in. Don't need this. This is okay. The stats on this will get much better, remember, because we're getting +2 health, so it's a 2, 4 for 3, which is actually much, much, much better. And to the point where, oh, this is very good. I mean, they're all very good.
You gonna sleep with the fish?
A 2, 3. I'm going to kill it. And I'm going to be left with a 3-1, which feels like madness, doesn't it? Great. I could kill both of those. It's very strong. This is now very strong. That won't clear anything off. I think we just have to do this. Wait, oh, having a little bit of lag time there. Yeah, I mean it's pretty obvious. We're still left with 5 power on board. 7 power with this. I'll make one of them massive, but I would rather do with this. So this is pretty strong now. So we hit this in first and hope that this hits this. Perfect, because we can trade this in. Instead of playing the direwolf, we can play a 3/3. Which is great. In terms of our mana as well. Okay, thanks. I'm gonna trade into that. Yep, definitely gonna trade into that. Sure. And they're all pumped as well. It's permanent. It's not the ones that start in my deck. That's what's mad about that. Massive treasure. These guys are getting irritating at this point. Oh, this is enormous. Oh yeah, perfect. We can make that guy massive. Which means now actually every time this comes on this side, we're getting a 4/3 with Rye. Okay. It's a lot of 2/2s to be fair. Could do with our 6/12 taunt, but we're not quite there yet. Oh, I've forgotten that Leroy becomes so much better. Because the 2 whelps that are summoned can't clear it off on its own. You can play Leroy onto an empty board. Oh, wow. Okay. It feels like we have to play this, doesn't it? That's where we can discover. Nothing really. Do I just take this? Because I'm a 2/3. I don't want the lifesteal. Oh, I have to take the 2/3 because I need to eat these guys. Fine. We just leave him with not enough to have a massive pump spell or something like that. I think he's trying to play the grindiest game we possibly... Okay, well here you go. So he's made a massive guy. But we can Leroy that largely off. Oh, he's going to copy. Oh, wow. Okay. That is a mild concern, I will admit. Rather mild concern. There's poisonous. We can still clear them all. Two more minions. And I can kill one straight up. Pretty good. It's annoying there's no comfortable way to kill these. And then I think we just stop him doing that again, because that was rather irritating. Oh, okay. Starting to see his game plan here. Wow. Okay. Well, I can clear one of them off straight away. I'm sitting on 2 Leroys. Okay, just sitting on 12 damage. Why not? We've got to kill all 3 of these. If he has a way to bounce them back, we get in trouble. Yeah, let's just kill one of those guys. This is really strong. Big fan.
Bear arms.
Yeah. think we do it this way. We leave the stealth. Because now we can explosively remove stuff if we want to. Wow. Wow. Okay. Did I just play my massive taunt guy? Very tempted to. What damage have I got? Oh, I've got poisonous. So he's got 6, 8, 10, 12. So he could clear his whole board into this. So let's pick a few of them off. And now he's significantly reduced in effectiveness against this. Made it strong. Is he going to run out of cards anytime soon? No. Seems to be draw. Is he drawing? Nope. He loves that spell, doesn't he? Oh, because he can clear it off. He's down to 1 card now, so he's top decking. And we aren't, which is a pretty big advantage for us. Recruiting here seems strong.
Where's
That's disappointing. We're keeping this massive, aren't we? The question is, do I go to the face with this 6 damage? How much do I care about 6 damage? Got 18 with that total. He's still miles off. Do I just hold it? I'll just hold it. Problem is, this isn't going to hit anything big at the moment. I could do with having like a Savannah high main in there that this just has the option of pulling up. It's only ever going to pull small things out. It makes it much, much worse. The fact that we have 2 is, shall I say, a little bit disappointing. These could have been more direwolf alphas. What? Stop making things enormous. It's very disconcerting. First things first. Please hit this. Ah, whiffed it. That's alright. We can still counter it. And she's a 6/8 in our deck, so a 6/8 for 8 is, they're not great stats, but it's definitely not the worst. It's staring down the barrel of 24 damage. Yeah. You should be careful with Leroy as well. As the whelps have flown in before, I have swung so quickly that I've targeted them as they're coming in by accident, and then it's attacked them instead. It's not my finest hour. And it wasn't in a solo mode adventure either, it was on a ranked ladder. What have we got here? Summon 5 minions. No, I mean, I don't have that many. Doesn't seem that strong. Not a fan. This. Oh, we got these are what we want to be hitting. Just pulling those out for free. These are beasts, but oh, there would be 5 7s for 6. Although he'd be a 6 7 6. I think it's no choice. Webspin is great.
That isn't one of mine.
Store a friendly minion, and then draw 3 cards. Maybe we can fatigue him out if needs be. It's one thing you should always just be keeping in mind. What's the potential for fatiguing this person to death in this solo mode adventure? I've used it on more than one occasion. I'd never noticed that. Totem. Arm.
Look what the dog's dug up.
Definitely send this back. I think we'll just send everything back. That's not an aggressive enough hand, really. We could be hitting that Razor Maw thing. It's a shame. Don't like this at all. We have a much better answer. Funny, this becomes so hard to kill. 1 mana 2/3 with an upside. I'm gonna eat this. Now it's killed a thing, a powerful thing, and it's become its norm. Fine. It's down. Let's just not let him draw cards. That's clearly his plan, isn't it? Things that make things draw into something massive. He's got so many cards in his deck. I think fatigue may be off the table. Oh, okay. Divine Shield? Let's go with that. Oh, I should have made a guy. I keep forgetting. I need to not forget that a 1/4 not quite as good as a 3/3. Hopefully we have a full board for this to hit. Yeah, we're going to. That's great. I don't really mind if he's drawing a lot of cards. We're going to refill our entire hand. And we can summon the 3/3 we should have had before as well. Full hand. That's all of us go. This is still going to die and break down to 2 as well. So we are going to do pretty well. There'll be 1/3s as well. It makes 2 1/3s. Okay, so you can have all 4 basic totems. Good. You can't have multiples. You can have multiples. Didn't know that. And he's filling his hand quite well, isn't he? Who's this? I don't want 7 1/3s, however many you can have on a board. Do we just unleash our own hounds? I don't know if it helps us. It doesn't really. This is better. Our minis are too strong. You see what I mean? We're dropping charge guys. We're dropping rush guys that are 3/3s and 2/8s instead of 1/3s. I know this is a good card. It's just not in these circumstances. Okay, let's trade this in this way. How can we eat these the best? Because he wants to get the best value off them, I imagine.
Move!
Let's do it this way. Oh, Tauntail. Glad I left this. I'm going to clear off as many of his totems as possible as well. Because he's going to want to eat them. I don't really want him to have loads of spell damage. What? What? I can't beat that. I cannot beat that. I may have just spelled the end for myself.
I've too many cards.
It's a 15/25. How am I supposed to kill that? I had to throw everything into this. There's a Death Knight card, but it's like take the damage equal to its life. Oh dear, this is unraveling. And he's gonna kill me in 2 turns now. Poisonous. That's what we go for. It's not poisonous. Well, hope for the big boy hit. Nope, Frostmourne is not going to be a help to us here. Wow. Finally get that Unleash the Hounds up. Oh, that doesn't clear it off. Oh my god, that's it. I'm dead. 22. Got 22 on board, so I can't count. Not that I think I would have had a way around it. That's top-notch work. Okay, so we know to play around this Mega Massive Amalgam card.
You are defeated in the Witchwood. You'll lose the deck you've built.
Well, thanks for pointing that out after the defeat comes up. Well, okay, well that seems like a reasonable place to call it for this game. As you can see, we almost made it to the final boss guy. The deck seemed okay. I mean, it seemed very strong with the whole companion bloodhound thing. But was not to be, unfortunately. You have to join us in the next video, and hopefully I'll make a better deck and not play all of it onto the board at once against that guy. What was his name? Can't remember. Oh well, see you in the next video.